John Higgins' family has come down, and we've seen Judd Trump's family up in the balcony areas looking down on him, and it all helps, I'm sure, when you're out there in the furore, John.
Wonderful to look up and see some friendly faces. I could be the loneliest chair in the world. I know I've been on the end of it.
OK, here we go. 4 more frames to play this afternoon, and we've got a change in the commentary box now, as we say good afternoon, Willie Thorne and John Virgo.
Good afternoon, Hazel. John Higgins gets the 5th frame underway, and both players now can settle. They've got the frames on the scoreboard. Judd Trump, of course, had the perfect start, winning the first 2 frames. That had settled him, but fair play to John Higgins, as we always know with John. Long way away with that one. But it looks as though it's going to run safe, so no harm done. Yes, Willie, when Judd Trump won the first 2 frames, John Higgins looked a little bit shaky, but as we know with John Higgins, he's got more than one way of playing or winning a frame.
Absolutely right, John, and when you consider he's only had 1 break over 30 in those first 4 frames, he levels at 2-2, which shows you, you know, undoubtedly one of the game's great match players. I totally agree with most people who are thinking that Judd Trump could just motor through this match and pot everything, but over this distance you're going to have to compete in some slow games, some safety games, and if he can do that, he could certainly win the World Championship. But I don't think he'll be able to just pot his way to the World Championship.
Line of 4 reds here. I don't know whether the bottom one could go close to the left corner. We'll soon see. We'll soon see. 1. And he's just about on the brown. Here we go. I mean, the speed it's gone into the pocket, if it gets in the jaws, it'd have stayed there. Can he get through to this? I think he tried to get through a gap and maybe flick off the reds for this red to the right of the black, but can he get through there? He thinks he can. Ooh, a little shake of the head then. If you notice that, he was down just about to hit it, and then he stopped himself and he just had a little shake of the head, which tells me, well, if that's Hawkeye's view, the player's view, he can get through to it.
You're not disagreeing with Hawkeye, John, are you?
He's just caught it too thick. You can see the pain and anguish on his face. Dear me, that nearly dropped. When it caught the right-hand jaw, Willie, I thought there was no way for it to go in.
Yeah, played with a lot of side, didn't he, to try and help the pots. Obviously, our camera angle was telling us it was very tight. John Higgins, no problem in playing this punt, of course. If he hits the red, it goes in, so just be playing it for blue or bought colour.
1.
Wonderful views we can give you now. We're at the 1 table situation. 2 straight on the blue, but there's a red over the right corner pocket. So no problem. Left corner as we look.
Essentially gets
6.
quite a lot off the cushion here. You play 2 cushions and needs to be at least 8 or 9 inches off the cushion to make the black an absolute certainty. You don't want to be cutting them back into the pocket.
Just stand still, please. Thank you.
And there's a couple of loose reds available. And that's just about to the inch.
7.
Some players have played through the gap here and just play into the pack, and knowing you're bound to be on one to the left or right, may decide to roll it in for the loose red, but Higgins is usually very attacking. Absolutely sure to be on one of the other reds if he does go into the bunch, but he doesn't fancy it. He's running through, maybe just a little lower on the black than he would like. Now, does he have an angle to get back under the black again?
14. Do you just want to hang on to... Can you just go in position now, please? Thanks.
Just the run through off the second red, nicely.
$22.
If he's straight enough, he can just run through for the black in the opposite corner. And he'd like an angle on the black here to nudge into the reds. It's bound to be on the one that's over the pocket he's playing the black, and a chance to loosen some reds. Well, he didn't feel as though it was worth the risk, but he wasn't happy with the angle, so he needs a good angle now, because there's no loose reds about.
31.
The middle red of the three on the right, he'd like to arc the cue ball into that gap there. Didn't quite get the arc, did he? It came very late. He hit the outside one of the three. He still has reds in the middle.
38.
A little bit fortunate really to get onto that red, because he tried to get into that middle red of those three there, and that would have opened the lot up. Fortunate to have one over the middle.
$39. $44.
Control cannon there, didn't go into them in any pace. He's on this red to the right corner. Whether he can, I don't think he can get on the black. He'll be screwing up for pink or blue here. If he plays it hard, he's just going to watch the left middle. Well, we've got two reds. He doesn't
46.
mind at the moment. That's the thing that John Higgins is concentrating on now. Just get enough points so that Judd Trump will need a snooker, and that's two reds. He won't mind that.
Got a little bit too much into the cue ball there. That's just about the only place it's not good.
51.
He had about 6 inches of space to play in and left of the pink, and just got a little bit too much side as he hit the second cushion. Judd looks on knowing that this red is now missable. Just that little bit too much side there. Just want a little less side and he would come inside the pink and been perfect on both reds. As it is, he's got a very tough shot to play with the